just put out the question. The question is this POW Act, Places of Worship Act, or the act that has kept Hindu Astha in prison or chained. Is this act itself bad in law, or is this act maintainable? This is another dynamic that we would like to add. Harishankar Jain ji, where do you stand on this? Although right now the Allahabad High Court has ruled that the Gyanvapi Parisar and the Gyanvapi case does not fall under the ambit of POW Act 1991. My question to you, Harishankar Jain ji, is this Places of Worship Act 1991 itself bad in law?
Sir, I have filed already a petition challenging the constitutional validity of POW Act in the Honorable Supreme Court. Notices have been issued, but no reply will be filed by the central government, and it will be heard very shortly. And we have challenged on this ground alone that you can't restrict our right to go to the court. Right to file the suit or approach the court is the fundamental right. You can't suppress that right, and that is before the Supreme Court. Number two, the question is, I put a question, whether historical wrong is something different, injustice, inhuman action, barbarian act, most uncouth actions can be validated by Parliament. How this democracy, how this rule of law, what is the meaning of justice, what is transformative constitution? Matlab, injustice, extreme side, when you show this much, it is not only historical wrong. This is very soft word. Actually, it is injustice, persecution of Hindus. And after independence, we can't permit persecution to go on. We can't see the temple, which there was temple, you go on offering namaz there, you utilize a mosque. And world, nationwide agitation will take place, though in legal form. I am not like you, that is CA, that was also passed by Parliament. Mr. Masjid, Parliament passed CA, Mr. Sharif, Parliament also passed CA Act. Then you said no, Shaheen Bagh road was blocked all over the country. In Kisan agitation, you never cared for Parliament. Now you are teaching a lesson to accept this act. No, the government, if not court, the government will have to repeal it. And only the person or the party who favors the repeal of this act will get vote in 2024. Sir, this is our commitment.
Sir, the aspect,
this is our right.
The other thing is,
yes,
sir, the Parliament has kept Jammu and Kashmir out of this act. How is that possible? How can Jammu and Kashmir be kept outside this act?
Not possible.
And there are so many.
Sir, because. Sir, because temples are demolished after 1991. That is the discrimination. Because temples are demolished. And it is only to validate the illegal act, immoral act, barbarian act.
Not even a single, you are wrong.
Therefore, in the constitutional democracy.
But now, sir, the Places of Worship Act, Ahmad Aya Sahab, is automatically bad in law because Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of India. The Supreme Court itself has upheld the abrogation of Article 370, said that it was temporary and transitional, and that the sovereignty of Bharat is supreme. Now, in that case, the Places of Worship Act 1991 should automatically apply to Jammu and Kashmir. So, all those institutions and places which had the original religious character as of 15th of August 1947 should be restored.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
They will never agree on that.
This act is applicable to the whole of the India. And there were.
So, no, sir. The Act says it is not applicable to the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir.
Wait a bit now. It was not applicable to the Jammu and Kashmir. It is not only a religious policy act. There are many acts which were not applicable to the Jammu and Kashmir, whatever passed by the Parliament, unless ratified by its own legislative assembly. So, Jammu and Kashmir had been a special state, had a special status that possibly could be one reason that applicability was not there of all such acts.
So you agree it should be applicable now?
You see, we are talking today. No, we are talking, making claims what has happened 100 years back. But you have to understand that we have moved ahead. We have sought.
So exactly, I am asking you, Ahmad Ayaz
And
Saab, I am asking you what happened in the last 75 years. Are you saying that Jammu and Kashmir should be added to the places of worship Act
We are
1991?
claiming that it has happened possibly during the Muslim rules in the rulers in the India. So point is that when we have sought independence and there we have made our own way. We have made our own living. We have made our own constitution. We have made our own acts. We have seen what is best for us.
Correct.
What we have seen is best for us.
So we made it, right? So we made and we also amended it. So we also amended it as per time and as per evolution, as per change of scenario, the amendments happened. So now do you agree that the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir and the Union Territory of Ladakh should also be included under the Places of Worship Act 1991?
If you say,
and that all those characters, what it was as of 15th August 1947, should be restored both in Ladakh and in Jammu and Kashmir.
I am on the main point. If you say today that the act passed in the Religious Place Act passed long back does not suit us today, and don't you think that tomorrow it will not end?
The other aspect is, Mr. Ahmad Ayaz, the moment you say the word worship, it is against Islam. In Islam, there is no worship. There is only prayer. The act itself describes everything that is offered in masjids, churches, gurudwaras and temples. But in gurudwaras and in temples and in masjids and in churches, it's only prayer. There is no worship. Worship is unique to the Hindu way.
It is not a matter of. It is not a matter of word now. It is we mean the worship. We mean prayers altogether.
No, sir. Worship and prayer are two different things.
It contains
just now, Mazhar Sharif said that we didn't allow Ganesh Chaturthi because we don't believe in idol worship. So, if you don't believe in idol worship, you have to worship something. You only believe in prayer. So again, there is a problem there in the act.
It implies that the act.
The third thing, sir. The third thing, sir, is what is religious character.
Place of worship.
The word religious character has not been defined. Allahabad High Court also says religious character has not been defined. What is religious character? Who defines and how is religious character defined?
Everywhere. You see, it covers all. It does not mean only a temple or a mosque or a particular. It covers all everything.
So my point is Dr. Ranganathan.
Questions on this act. How can it stop?
Again, first of all, Mr. Ayaz, I didn't interrupt you.
Again, after 100 years or 50 years.
No, not after. Sir, acts have to change. 104 amendments have been made to the constitution. The words secular and socialist were added during the time democracy was in jail, during the time of emergency into our preamble itself. So, a lot of things changed. So, why can't this act change? As per the change of times. Why can't it evolve and why can't it be amended?
Then again is left the country, but as on date it has seen for last 300.
So as on date, Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of Bharat. It has been done so legally. It has been upheld by the Supreme Court. It's a union territory. So then Places of Worship Act 1991 should apply to Jammu and Kashmir and to Ladakh. And all the religious character and all the institutions as on 15th of August 1947 should be restored. You should say it as a Kashmiri yourself.
Tell me after Muslim rulers, then Britishers also were there, then we are here in 76th year of independence. And when all these this could continue till date, why it is receiving momentum today? That's a big
No, why shouldn't it, sir? Why shouldn't it? Why shouldn't it, sir? Did you ask the same question, sir, when Erdogan? Sir, did you ask the same question when Erdogan changed the nature of the Hagia Sophia? After Kemal Atatürk, when Erdogan changed the nature of Hagia Sophia, did you say what Erdogan has done is wrong?
When we have been continuing
take a position. Please let me ask you. Say that what Erdogan has done is wrong. That Hagia Sophia's character should have been secular. Hagia Sophia should have been a mosque, should have been a museum and not a mosque.
I as an Indian citizen,
okay, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, sir, I'll tell you, you are not, this is the reason why you are not able to take a clear position, sir. This is the reason why you are not, because you are looking at only those aspects which work. Yes, Dr. Ranganathan, yes.
Yeah, thank you, Anand. First of
course,
all,
even you
I
are
think you
taking
need
in
a live. No, Mr. Mazhar, please. It's my turn. I've been waiting very patiently.
After that, Mr. Sharif, I'll
Anand,
come to you, sir. Yeah.
thank you.
I was-
Anand, couple of points. I think you need live fact checkers there, because as soon as Mr. Hari Jain said rightly that even after the promulgation of the Places of Worship Act in 1991, hundreds of temples in Jammu and Kashmir have been demolished and destroyed. Mr. Ayaz was shaking his head vehemently and saying no. On the floor of the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly in
I still say-
2012, the
I still
government
say-
admitted.
I still say no.
Sir, please, sir, do not interrupt. Do not. This is bad manners. I did not interrupt you. Please, we are having a wonderful discussion. Can't we all be congenial and polite? Thank you. I am giving you proof that Jammu and Kashmir government on the floor of the assembly admitted that 208 temples were damaged and destroyed in Kashmir in the last 2 decades. So this is the proof, and Mr. Hari Jain was absolutely right. Now, let me also, Anand, congratulate you for bringing in a huge breath of fresh air in the form of Mr. Mazhar Sharif, who is from AIMIM. I am blown away by his congeniality and politeness, and I thank you for it. Normally, we associate AIMIM with 15 minutes of police being removed. So, Mazharji, you've been absolutely wonderful. But I want to ask you a question. You know, you said that we must maintain Place of Worship Act because it has been constitutionally upheld and elected by the Parliament. In the same breath of forthrightness and honesty, I want to ask you, do you believe that 370 was right to be abrogated by this government, that CAA was right to be enacted by this government? Simple yes or no would suffice.
No.
No.
Okay.
No,
So
it
you don't believe that,
No.
but something that favors you,
If
believe.
you ask me in
No,
one
no,
single
no, no,
one
please,
single
no.
statement, I would say no. If you allow me to
That's
elaborate,
why
I can.
That's why I said. That's
Yes,
why I
sir.
said you
Please.
are having double
Please go
standards.
ahead, go
There's
ahead, go
nothing wrong with double standards. There's nothing wrong in it. As long as you are exposed and
the
you
same thing
admit
goes
it.
No, I don't have
Now,
double
point
The
number
complete-
three.
complete
Point
divide-
I'll give
number
you a
one,
chance to
even-
respond, sir. I'll give you a chance to rebut him.
Even if after the Supreme Court had adjudicated on Shah Bano that the poor old withering widow should be given 25 rupees in alimony, the Muslims were up in arms and they forced the government to overturn the Supreme Court judgment. I want to ask the AIMIM leader, Mr. Mazhar, was he for the overturning of the Supreme Court judgment? Yes or no? Because his party is on record saying that yes, it was good that Rajiv Gandhi overturned the Supreme Court judgment. I want to ask him, sir, were you for the overturning or were you against the overturning of the Supreme Court judgment?
Mr. Sharif? Mr. Sharif, can you hear me? Could you hear Anand there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you please
Should I respond
repeat
to the
again?
Jam-
Yeah,
Jayant issue?
Anand Ranganathan asked you, were you for the Muslim Paksh forcing the government to overturn the judgment of the Supreme Court in the Shah Bano case?
Yes, of course.
Yes,
So,
so he was.
now
Anand.
the hypocrisy has been exposed twice over. I leave the rest to my great friend Ishkaran Bhandari.
Okay.
See, hypocrisy.
Doctor, Anand,
Iskaran, we'll extend by a minute.
I'm getting very less time.
Allow Mazhar Sharif to respond and then I'll come to you, Iskaran. Please, patience. Thank you.
See, first question was from Mr. Ranganathan, what he talk about, I guess he was talking about Kashmir, I guess, about Article 370 and removing that was a right or wrong. First of all, you tell me, even since this Article 370 was removed, what was the benefit given to the people of Kashmir? Are you provided them what they required? You're just
Yes.
in the namesake have
Absolutely,
the Kashmiri have got their
Dalits-
rights. First of
the
all, let
Dalits
me tell
have
you.
got their
See,
rights.
there was certain.
You know about Radhika Gill,
See,
you
see,
know
I'll
about
tell you.
the
I'm
Gupta,
coming.
the
Please.
Sikh,
You
the
can.
women.
Later, you can
They
also
fight
laugh on that.
trampled
You
upon
have
for
enough time
70
to.
years,
After the
Mazharji.
program, also
You
you
know
can.
that they could
But
not get
allow
a job
me.
except
See,
being
we
a
normally
Sikh.
take 15 minutes.
I just have
so
to.
I'm not getting that 15 minutes actually, Mr. Ranganathan. You normally get that 15 minutes. I'm not getting it.
You are such a breath of fresh air. You please take my time.
I'm not getting that 15 minutes. See, absolutely. I can. So now the question what is coming is today what we are discussing on the place of worship. On the similar thing, what you are asking for the Kashmir thing, it was under a special, it was a special state. If government is deciding something, it has to be discussed on Parliament. Then the calls can be taken. Now today we are sitting, we are talking about Gyanvapi and the act of worship place today. We are talking about the act. And if you are talking on that, today what I am discussing, what I am debating today is absolutely correct.
Okay.
My questions are rightfully
what is being questioned? Okay, sorry, I'm pressed for time. I'm just pressed. Sorry, I'm pressed for time. I'm really pressed for time. I just need to give 30 seconds or 45 seconds to Ishkaran Bhandari. I'm pressed for time, sir. It's 47 on the clock. I'm on press. I'm on press.
Give me 10 seconds.
Yes, Ishkaran Bhandari. 45 seconds of yours, sir.
Anand, Dr. Ranganathan just performed surgery without anesthesia. I feel for Mr. Mazhar. It was painful to watch. But let me come to the fact now. On first principles, the very rule of law, the very constitution, the very basic structure is based on a person's access to justice. Places of Worship Act attempted to take away this access to justice from Hindus, but Congress, like when it asks for donation but does not register a domain name, probably drafted it so poorly that the Allahabad High Court is saying that what your aim and your intent was has not happened, because we will determine what was the criteria. You did not define it properly. So they cannot, their aim and purpose was to appease the vote bank, but unfortunately incompetence has its own suffering and they could not do it because of the manner they drafted this act in.
Right. Gentlemen, I'm really over time. Ahmadaya Saab, 15 seconds I'll give you, sir. 15 seconds. At the cost of going over on my show.
Okay, now that Mr. Ranganathan was talking about various temples have been demolished in Kashmir, at the face of it, I will say no. Well, there are no non-Muslims to maintain those temples, maybe that a reason. And tell me a single temple where it has been demolished or a mosque must have been built.
Sir,
Even if the act does not apply there, but
sir,
there is nothing like that. There is nothing like that.
No. 1 minute, sir. 1 minute, sir. There are a lot of Kashmiris who are watching. There are a lot of Kashmiris who are watching this broadcast. There will be a lot of Kashmiris who will take you to the nooks and corners of Jammu and Kashmir and show you what has been done in the last 70 years post-independence, especially in the last 30 years. You yourself are privy to it. Maybe off air you will say something else what you are saying on air. But we will go and see it, sir. Pratyaksh ko praman kya? And I am saying, if you agree that Places of Worship Act 1991 is correct, then Jammu and Kashmir should be applied because things have changed, and those temples and those places of original religious character as of 15th August 1947, although that date is also challenged, should be restored in Jammu and Kashmir and also in Ladakh, sir. Thank you very, very much, gentlemen. Very engaging conversation. Look forward to many more such conversations. We're looking forward to what happens in court on the 21st. Harishankar Jainji, special thanks to you and Vishnu Jain as we take a very, very short break. Stay with us. Get you the update on the Tamil Nadu rains when we come back.